This is the Irontrader. It is hump day, which means it is crude day. Now, the API number came out yesterday, and you had a draw on crude of 0.4 million. Wasn't really much. Gasoline had a build of 3 million. Distillates had a build of 3.7 million, and Cushing had a small draw of 0.7 million. Now, the EIA report for crude oil will be out here at 10:30. We'll see if it all confirms. The key to today is going to be at 8:30. Is going to be that CPI report. That's going to measure inflation. That's going to have the market going one way or the other. And then tomorrow we have the PPI report. So you got to stay really sharp. Okay, we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin, at gold, silver, crude oil, natural gas, and then we'll take a look here at the old Nasdaq futures, the NQ. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation advice on a stock market ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have gold and here we have silver. Wow, look at this. All right. Okay, so what we have here is we got the same thing that's going on. Okay, we have this 21-day on the bottom, 33.13, and we have that 8-day on the top, 33.66. Now you can see here how we're bouncing above here. Okay, yesterday we popped a little bit higher, but we had an indecision candle. Today we have a same kind of a scenario here. So you have to get above this resistance right here, 33.66 on a closing basis. Okay, that's going to be key. It's got to close above. If it does, we're going to come right to here, 33.98. That's going to be your next target, and then 34.27, which is basically this at the top of the candle, which is the recent high. Now, what you really want to do is we have to get above this 34.48. Okay, if we do, then we can aim at that 35.09. You cross that, you're going 35.50. You can head for that 3600 mark. Okay, very, very easy. Now, this chart is still downtrending. See how we have the high, a lower high, and we have a lower high. We still have that downtrending situation. So if we can crack above the 34.48, that would negate that, and then we can head for that 35.09. On the downside, same thing has been here now for 3 days. Okay, 33.13, that 21-day, that's what we're looking for. If that's lost, we've got to come right down to the 50-day at 32.83 level. Okay, and you got to respect it because how many times it held? If it comes down here, no one says it's not going to hold again, okay? That's why you trade the charts. All right. Now, 53, that's like flat line. This here is flat line. So basically, you just have this sideways action until we can get some kind of a juice catalyst here that's going to send gold up higher or gold down lower. Now, this CPI report and PPI report could do it. Just remember, inflation, there's a lot amount of inflation. I think the inflation numbers this time are going to be either the same or lower. But I think the following time with the tariff starting to kick in, then I think we're going to have a little issue there. Now, silver had a really nice good run here. You can see how it broke right on up here. We put that 37.03 level in there, okay? But look at the RSI. Where did it go? Overbought condition. What happens when you get overbought condition? It wants to come down, okay? Just like here, perfect example. Overbought condition, wanted to come down, okay? Right here, overbought condition, what did it do? It wanted to come down. So always pay attention to this RSI. Very, very good indicator, okay? Now, we're coming down here, but again, we're waiting for this 8-day to catch up, okay? So as long as we're holding this 8-day at that 35.76, we're doing good, okay? So bottom line, what we're watching is the bottom of this candle here first, that 36.05, okay? And then we're going to be watching that 35.76 level, okay? So that's what we're going to watch, and then we're going to come right to the bottom here if that 8-day is lost, to 35.49 level. And then we'll come down here to the top of this candle here. This was that 33.07. That was your bull flag situation. Then we can head right here to the bottom. Okay, just follow the candles, 34.60. We have 34.35. We have 34.16. And we'll come right here at that 34.09. Okay, but that's only if that 8-day is lost. Right now, we just have a little bit of got to work off this overbought condition. And we could have a little sideways action. So just watch that 8-day on a closing basis. As long as we're above that, we're looking very, very good. Now, upside, obviously, we want to look at today's high at 36.79. We are like yesterday's high, 36.97. And your key is that 37.03 level. You crack that, you're going to go 38, and you're going to work your way up to the 40 level here eventually. Okay, but always watch this RSI, very, very critical. Same with your MACD. See how on the top here? Okay, that's getting a little bit over the nosebleed section here, and she wants to pull back and let that 8-day come in. Now, another thing I want to show you here is these price channels. See, these blue lines are just price channel. When the candles get outside that, it wants to come back in, okay? Wants to come back in. And see yesterday how it came back in, and now we're definitely in. Now, what we have here is we have a high and we have a lower high and a lower low situation. So let's just see how this all shakes out. But if that 8-day can catch up, as long as you hold that 8-day, then we have a trade right back up to that 37 level. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have the crude oil. It's a really nice trade there yesterday. Boom, sold out right in there in front. But again, see how the price got outside of that price channel? See that? See that? Okay, and then now she came right back in again here. So let's just see. Now the upside, the key level is going to be right here. It's going to be the 66.34 level. Okay, you have to close above this 100-day. That's very, very important. Okay, and if you do, then we can come right here to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at that 68.81, but really more important is this 68.67 level. Okay, so always want to look to the left of the chart here. That always give you your resistance and support levels. Okay, so just bring them right on back here. See that 67.65. There you have 67.95, 68.52. Then we have your 200-day, and then we'll come right to the bottom there at that 68.81 level. But again, this 100-day 66.34 is everything. Now, you can see how the 8-day curling up nice here, 21-day, everything across that 50-day. Very, very bullish chart off of this inverse head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, inverse head and shoulder pattern. Looks like we're going to come right up here. Now, let's just see how that EIA report is going to affect the old crude ski, okay? So that's what we want to look at, all right? So now, we're looking at that 634 level. If you can crack above that, obviously that's going to be your big target. Now, if you crack above all of this here, we know we have all the way up here. You can go to 7041 level. We can come up here. You have a 7183, and you can work yourself all the way up here to 7228 level. So I sold out of my position there yesterday, so I'm going to see how this is all going to shake out here today. Now, downside, 8 days, everything, 64.15, and then we lose that. We come down to 62.68, and then we have 62.19 level. Now, again, I trade the UCO for the long, SCO for the short. Okay, so yesterday I went out flat, but I made some really good money here from for Friday's trade. Okay, so now see, it doesn't make a difference. Okay, we got a green candle today. UCO is up. Okay, big deal. I sold it pretty much right where we're sitting at right now. If we get above and close above this 100-day, I jump right back into it and I ride it to the 200-day. Don't be afraid to take it off and get right back in again. Okay, that's what you call trading. Now, we're sitting at 63, plenty of room to run to the upside. Your green is over your red. This is showing very, very good momentum, obviously, as we can see here. So basically, watch that 100-day on the upside, 8-day on the downside. Okay, natty gas here. Well, let's just see what we got here. Okay. All right. We had this double top situation, 384, 384. Okay, couldn't get through. Tried to retap it here with basically 3.817. Couldn't do it. Then she came right on down. But you notice how nice it's holding this 50-day here at that 348 now. Say 349. Say this and 350. So let's just say this 350 level. Okay, we're holding that. Now, as long as that holds, we're good. Okay? If it doesn't hold, then we'll come right here to the bottom, looking at that 344 level. We'll come to the top of this candle, 335, and then we're looking for 329. It's your 200-day. Very, very simple. But it's holding it. So now we have to look at the upside. Right there, 366, okay, and right here at 368. You crack above that, then we're going to go to the right to this 384 level. This is what you're looking for on the upside. So basically, you're in a shoulder season here, so I'm not expecting a whole lot of natural gas, but there have been some really good trades here in the KOLD and the UNG. So this is still just a trader's market. You're trading the 50-day, 21-day on the bottom, okay, 8-day, 100-day on the top. If you cracks above, you go up. You cracks it below, we follow the candlesticks till we hit that 329. Very, very simple. RSI here, sitting right in the center, green over your red here, sideways action, okay? So this is a trade, okay? This is not a buy and hold. This is just a trade. This will be a buy and hold if we crack and close above that 100-day, because then we're going to go to the 200-day, and then we have to see what the reaction is once we get up there. Okay, let's take a look here now at the old Nasdaq. Okay, here we have the NQ. Now you can see here how the big melt up is going. Okay, so we had this big time sell off here and just melt up. Okay, consolidation, and now we're just kind of just melting right up. So downside, we just want to watch that right there, the 8-day 21,747. That's going to be very key. We lose it, we go on to the catch-all here at 21,495. Okay, very, very simple. Now, if we lose that, we follow these candles all the way on down here, okay? So we can come all the way down here. You got 21,163. We have here 2171 level here. We come down to the bottom there. You're looking at 2954. But realistically, you're looking for this 2571, which is your 100-day and 200-day. That's lost. We come right down here, 21,131, your 50 SMA, okay? Very easy. But I just want to show you here where we have a high, we have a higher high. We have a high, we have a lower high. See this negative divergence, okay? This is a tell. This is a red flag, Okay, so just pay attention. That's what we want to do. Now, if we can keep cracking up here, okay, we got a lot of good targets. Here's your big target, 22,245, right here, 22,319, and then 22,450. Those are your big targets. Now, this could easily melt right on up here. We get good numbers here on inflation. This could melt up very, very easy, okay? Or if we don't, this could fall off the cliff, okay? So when you see this negative divergence, pay attention to it, okay? That's why I just want to make sure that you know. And this is just a melt up, and these all melt ups never end good. They always come right off the cliff eventually, okay? I'm not saying today, I'm not saying tomorrow, but eventually this will fall right off and we're going to get a nice big correction. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here at midday trading and we'll take a look here at some stocks. I can see right now Tesla. I jumped into Tesla. This is ripping up real nice. That goes to show you don't listen to all these people. They just trade these. They're recommended or downgrading a Tesla, and the stock's been up 50 points since they've been downgrading this thing. Okay, so they have no. Just trade the charts. Okay, that's what we want to do. Trade the charts. That's how you make money. All right, I'll see you right there at midday trading and trade what's in front of you. Now, what you want.